All right, guys. Somebody sent me this in the old Discord of Rooney. It's only $2 a month YouTube membership that you link to your Discord to access it. Whoa, what a deal! Just in time for insert upcoming holiday. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, the Island Boys are an interesting couple of guys, and they've decided to create a particular service similar to Patreon, but for a little bit of a different demographic, to monetize themselves in a way that is bizarre. Right? So, I think that's the focus of this video. So we're gonna check it out.
Without laughing. You saw the
Island
Boys
start over.
Start this without laughing. You saw the Island Boys, they're back. All right, guys. They were gone for a while, but the Island Boys, they have returned. Desperation is clear. If you've been on the internet for the last couple of years, you have no doubt seen the Island Boys. The Island Boys.
I like them. I like their hair. I don't like them. You know, here's the thing, and this is going to come off as like boomer speak, and shut up. I don't like the whole lifestyle that centralizes around stuff. Like the way that, and listen, I know I have a lot of Loungefly bags and stuff, and like my wife and I enjoy collecting it, and I know that we fall victim to a similar thing. But like, I don't like the whole like walking around with like watches and all this expensive stuff, showing off. Look how cool I am. You know, not to that. I just think it's like, it's silly to me. You know what I mean?
Unlike boys of yonder past who would storm the beaches of Normandy and become legends of old, they're fake. They're very fake and weird, and they're twins, and it's very strange, and it's gotten a lot more bizarre than I ever thought I'd ever see it become.
Well, that's Backrooms. I know memes. Was that the video?
I ever thought I'd ever see it become.
It's the video. Okay. I thought it was my house. I was scared. I got a little scared there. Sorry.
You see, I have a past with the Island Boys. I made a video about a year ago, and they didn't like that I made that video, and they got mad at me. It did very well. I think they're the peak of cringe. So who exactly are the Island Boys? They're twins from Florida that are known for their witty banter.
God forbid it happens. I love to say, God forbid it just happens.
What is it how he talks?
Their impeccable taste in clothing, their singing vocals.
I personally like the French fry hat that they wear. It reminds me of Steven Universe with the French fry. They didn't do enough with that French fry kid. That was a touching story.
Island boy, and I've been trying to.
Is it dark rooms or back rooms?
Oh, I'm an island boy.
Which are reminiscent of Bob Marley and Sublime, and just their overall antics, their arc, their amazing arc that has left him in a really strange spot. Kodiak Red, aka Frankie Venega, and
who the fuck is that?
Fly Soldier, aka Alex Venega, are the Island Boys.
What? Kodiak
They're a pair
Red.
of tatted up brothers just trying to stay relevant in this big revolving planetarily intergalactically sphere we call the internet, guys. I'm an island boy just trying to make it.
Unironically, he sounds he sounds better than them. It's kind of funny.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody gives a fuck. I DM that picture.
You know, if they were nice, people would care more about the Island Boys, but they seem like kind of rude guys. They seem like they're like meanie heads, so I don't like them. How do you like that?
To someone, I shouldn't have done that. That's a dirt in the background of the video. Anyways, that little ditty I was singing, that is what the Island Boys are best known for. That is their magnum opus, their swan song.
More like
the
magnum
pinnacle
opus.
Of their artistic creation is that. Super viral on Facebook, as you probably can imagine. And
is it really? Facebook's so weird to me. But I could see like someone's grandma going, "Oh, I like these boys. They're such an I like these boys. They're so nice." You know, like that.
They rose to popularity along with it, and if you remember, I made a video about that, mentioned their whimsical behavior. So at the time, I questioned whether or not they were going to have a bright future. I think they have a bright future, guys. What do you think? Do you think they have
Didn't they get upset with George Papadopoulos or whatever his name from the Jake Paul show? Like that guy, the guy that he was like, "Hey, you know, you should save your money like a responsible adult," but he didn't say it condescendingly, and they were like, "Don't tell me what to do with my money. Don't you tell me what to do, brother. Don't tell me what to do," you know?
The Island Boys, do you think that they will fizzle out within the next 3 months? 6 months? Year? 2 years? 3 years? 5 years? 10 years? Do you think we'll remember them forever? Unfortunately, I think they're going to be around for a really long time. Interestingly enough,
Wow, wasn't that Berserk music? Beautiful stuff. Don't even don't fight me. Okay.
They haven't fizzled out. All right, they're still going strong. They even had that awkward moment on Logan Paul's podcast
I don't think that they're going very strong at all. They've fallen off significantly.
in which they got mad at Logan and they walked
Tommy,
off for him giving them financial advice.
Boys, what if it doesn't work out? And now you just got this hair and these face tats.
But we
people-
had this before. People been saying this before I was a bum. And
How old are you? 20?
20 years old. Before
what?
When I was a bum.
20. Crazy. They're so young.
School. What are you talking about?
And by the way, they didn't learn from Logan or me or anybody out there. They're just as dumb as they were before, guys.
Damn,
Just as dumb as
throwing
they were.
fighting words
Normally
out
a
there.
human being, the average IQ for a human being in the country that I live in is 100, and I think that they combined have an IQ of 100. Personally, that's my bet. They are very dumb. They seem very dumb. They don't see. They've never completed. I've never seen them complete a fucking sentence. I've never seen them even do that, dude. They became popular with their little hit Diddy on TikTok and just for being
Diddy.
really weird, and they absorbed the standard.
They're like a one-hit wonder. It's like Milli Vanilli. You guys know that reference? You guys know that reference? They used to lip sync their songs. They got a lot of trouble. They had to give their Grammy back, and then they had to hire a voice coach to try to make it so that they seemed like they could actually sing their own songs, but they could barely speak English because they were a German band, and then they couldn't sing their songs, and then people were like, "Wow, these guys suck," and then we just got to stop talking about them. I don't know if you guys know that. I don't know if. Do you guys know that lore? Are you guys aware of that lore? From when I was even a child. Was that incredible stuff?
Micro celebrity cliche to start a rap career. Even though they kind of did that, it's very bad and it's difficult to even understand.
You don't keep it like okay, that's the Bible. Number down like a keep it like I like it. Keep it in your pocket. Gotta throw that rocket. Niggas want you dead, yeah. Niggas want you grounded.
I would recommend.
Are they allowed to say that word? Are they allowed to say that word, or I don't know.
Sunscreen, to be honest. A lot of peeling on his skin. Not good. It's probably not good. So now why exactly would I give a shit about these two goobers and why would I make another video about them? Well, they've doubled down on exactly what they'll do to stay in the public eye. That attempt at music is nothing. It's nothing compared to what they have, what the Island Boys have done. They love flexing that cash, even if it's not theirs.
Flexing that
and,
cash.
I think the facade has gotten to a point of desperation. You'll see what I mean. The rumor is the Island Boys are now broke. I don't really care about rumors. I care about what I can see with my own two eyes.
Rumor has it.
And I've
Meghan
seen
Trainor,
them for a
I
long
think.
time showing off their money, living luxurious lifestyles, all things that are completely dependent upon relevance on the internet. You gotta make money. They even had a cameo at one point. I think they still do,
Wow.
but now it costs $200.
What? I think I had a cameo that cost me like $10. But I hated it. I hated doing a cameo. To me, it was I just missed. For me, what really bothered me about the cameo was that I felt like it was just annoying. Like, I don't know. People would send me money and I'd just have to say whatever they wanted, and it felt like no, fuck, I'm not gonna say what you want me to say. You know? I just didn't want to do that. Bothered me, so I stopped doing it. That's probably a petty reason to stop doing it, but you know, it wasn't making me happy, and that's what matters. It matters a little bit, at least.
So their desperation is clear. The Island Boys have started an OF, and by that I don't mean they have individually each started their own venture. It's called gay baiting, but it's also test baiting, if you know what I mean. I'm not really sure I can even say that.
Hey, listen, I thought about it. A lot of gay men think I'm attractive, and older women. It's true. It's just a fact. And I was like, do I want to do something like that? You know, do I want to show my wiggler? You know, my little giggly wiggly, you know? My ex-girlfriend used to call it that because she would laugh every time I pulled it out. This is a true story. That's not a true story, but she probably did. Oh wow, I just got fucking dumpstered. Yeah.
And get ads on this video. They do the Alabama thing. They started an OF in Alabama, is what they did. So
Yeah.
someone who is allegedly their manager came out on the No Jumper podcast and said that they owed
Congratulations on 27,000 subs. Thank you, I appreciate that.
him 150 grand, and that their cameo money ran out. This is the guy, Poker the Jew.
They did poker
They're
dirty.
Crazy, yeah.
They did you dirty? How?
Yeah, they owe me about like $150,000.
From what? Your percentage of the cameo money?
Yeah.
Is that the only money they're bringing in?
Why would they owe him money for that? Anyway, here's my. I don't know why he would even owe him money for that. That's weird. Here's my thing. Okay, I have a little story for you because we got these two brothers doing some interesting content on OnlyFans together. My understanding that they might be touching tips. You know, what does that mean? I don't even know. Something to do with you know, when you go to Starbucks and they make you a drink and then they turn the thing around and say tip and it starts at 20% for some reason. You know, which is weird to me. Like if it started at 10%, I'd be much more likely to give. But like it starts at 20%, which I find a little bit bizarre. Anyway, I have a couple of... This is a fake story. It's not real. I have a couple of friends. They date the same girl. They're twins. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all. They've also knocked heads before. And one of them might have a baby, but we don't know which one. They're twins. It's crazy, isn't it? Isn't the world bizarre? The world is such a weird, crazy place.
Mostly, maybe a little bit on TikTok, but I mean, it's pretty much run dry at this point.
Right.
Really interesting internet identity. Pretty cool name. Interesting clip. I'm not a huge fan of the No Jumper podcast. Those guys seem pretty chill though. What a weird name. Poker the Jew. Vladislav the Poker.
All right, relax.
Lead me to my dark bidding on the internet. Lead me to my dark bidding on the internet.
Apparently part of the reason that they're broke is because they had a manager who allegedly tried to touch them when they were living in a motel, and in order to not call the cops on him, they made him give him money and sign a contract. And this contract will be important for the story on how we got to the Alabama. And when they blew up, they ghosted this old manager because of the contract, and they started working with Pokey the Jew. Then the old manager tried to find out more information about Pokey the Jew with a private investigator. It's really, 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 really stupid. And Pokey and the Island Boys were being sued.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, but we're getting sued. Like, they try to put my name on that shit.
Right.
So I got them an attorney.
Why is that guy got his fanny pack across his chest like that? I find that to be insecure behavior. If you're going to wear a fanny pack, you wear it around your fanny. The reason it's called a fanny pack is because you're able to put it on your body and flip it around so that the pack touches your fanny, and then when you need it, it is easily accessible to slide it forward, and boom. That's the beauty of the fanny pack. It is beautiful, except I bought a Loungefly fanny pack that was of The Mandalorian, and it ripped very quickly, which is unfortunate because I love Loungefly. Very poor quality, very upsetting, and that's life, you know. Sometimes you get noodled. That's all I can say. Sometimes you just get noodled, and that's what happened to me. I got noodled. Am I gonna get some help here? Oh no, I'm not gonna get any help here. That's life. This guy, for some reason, but
started paying like a lot of monies in attorney's fees, and they started getting upset. Like, bro, like we're tired of paying this shit. I was like, well, you guys fucked up. You guys did some stupid shit, and they start getting mad at me.
Pokey got him an attorney, and they had to pay a bunch of money in attorney fees. Legal stuff costs a lot of money, so I feel for the Island Boys there. I feel for them.
No, fanny is your butt is a fanny.
I feel for them, but not in the way they feel each other. Basically, though, these idiots breached a contract, and now they don't have any money because of it, which makes sense. And Pokey has had it with the Island Boys that he quit paying the attorneys, and it's their fault for fucking up, he said, which I agree completely. They look like absolute idiots. They had a fall off. Big L, big L. They're not millionaires, all right? And everything that they have currently is in thanks to Pokey. Pokey knows the owner of the house that they're in, which has $20,000 a month in fucking rent. $20,000 a month in rent? How dumb can you be?
That's crazy. That's insane. I mean, Jesus. Me personally, my advocate, always live below your means. That's just my opinion. You know, I've talked about before, but like obviously I did a little rebranding, so I've been starting a second channel on YouTube, and I'm making right now, you know what, I'll say like a little more than average, about a little more than half of the average that I used to make. Still doing well. Zero lifestyle changes. Because like I've lived below my means. Like I don't, you know what I mean? It's just what I do. So like if you can, not everybody can, but if you can, live below your means, you know? You know, if you can't afford to buy something, just steal it. That's my I'm just kidding. Don't steal it, you know. Unless it's like if you're allowed to steal, you're allowed to steal the least expensive item per every 10 items that you buy, right? So if you go to Walmart and you're buying a few different things to eat and maybe a shirt, but you could take that candy bar. You can take that. It's okay. It's all right. You can take that candy bar. I'll allow it. Okay, come on. Alt. You fucking idiot. You such a stupid idiot. So don't tell anybody I said that, because I would never say that. I would never say that. That's insane. That would be preposterous, right? But you could take it. Just take it. It's not a big deal. Whatever. You know what I mean? Anyway, you understand my point.
Pay 20 grand. 5 grand is like peak stupidity. So in order to continue this lifestyle that they live and contribute to society in the way that they see fit, they have to pretend at least.
Well, are they even paying their taxes? Because I feel like these idiots, people like this, don't pay their taxes. They think that like they don't really get taxes. They don't understand that they need to pay taxes. So they're probably hemorrhaging money. They probably owe the government a lot of money. Which is kind of unfair to them specifically because clearly the education system failed them, and so like they didn't. It's not like they got any. It's not like they got anything out of their education or anything. So you know it's a little unfair to them for that. I'm just saying, come over here. Oh, punked.
Like their beloveds, they got to find a way into the spotlight, and that is by creating an Alabama fans, my friends. They have been kissing.
Alabama.
The Island Boys have been kissing and like doing like this is a very strange photo when you realize it's two brothers, not even two.
Bro, you know the only Two Brothers I like is Two Brothers Pizza, which is in Hicksville. It actually is unironically pretty good. They make solid slices. I'm not even kidding. And the people there are nice. They're nice people. Anyway, a little weird. Anyway, I gotta say something. Don't get mad at me because it's just an observation. I know a couple of sets of twins, some boys, some girls. I told you a fake story before. It wasn't real. I gotta be honest with you. I feel like every twin is kind of gay. Every set of twin is gay. You know, twin boys, twin girls, twin, non-binaries. You know, hey, whatever. I'm hip. I'm cool. But they're all kind of gay. Like they all like have experimented with each other, and I'm like, what? And then I'm like, that's fucking weird, bro. Why is it so normal for twins to be like doing that stuff? And I thought, maybe it's just kind of like masturbating, right? You know, is it gay to fuck yourself? If I could clone is that gay? I sit up at night and I think about this question a lot. I think about it. I said, is it wrong? Well, it's not wrong, of course. What would be wrong about it is it's incestual, not really gay, of course. But I think about it like, what's the morality behind that? You know? What's the morality? You haven't seen that in twins? The reason you haven't seen that in twins is because twins don't feel comfortable opening up to you. And I sit here and I think, I'm like, damn. What's the morality of this? You know? Funny story about twins. I told the story once before, but not everybody watches every video. The other day, I was out to eat with my wife and my mother-in-law, my brother-in-law, and my wife's friend from England, and we went to this nice all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant. And when I left for a bit to get cash because there was a cash discount. So I left and I went to get cash and I came back and I sat down and we were at a table, and at the table next to us, my wife texted me and she said, "Don't look. But there's people we know there." And of course, the first thing I do is this. And I look. Because you have to look, right? Because you can't say don't look. It was a text message. So the first thing she says is like, "Don't look." Of course I'm going to look. Anyway, it turns out that it was this girl that was with this guy. Duh. Who was the guy? The guy was the ex of my wife, my beautiful, wonderful wife. Who was the girl? The twin sister to the girl that I used to fuck before I met my wife. And it was just so interesting how small the world is. So interesting. And it all kind of makes sense because all those women are all in like the mental health field. My wife is a behavioral specialist. I believe when I was talking to that other girl, they're identical twins. The other girl, she was going to school for like some kind of psychology as well. I attract those types of women, and I think the reason is because I'm fucking crazy, and I think that the only person who could tolerate being with me is somebody with like a vast, deep, certified mental health degree that could just deal with the fucking insanity of myself, my existence. I mean, it's the truth. I think I think I'm a good guy, and I treat my wife very well. But sometimes, I could be a lot. It's crazy. Isn't that crazy? So, play the video.
Two brothers, two twins, dude. Two twins. They're identical twins, and they found love. In today's episode of
But of course, it's two twins because twins means two, right? And if you, like triplets you say triplets instead of twins. So.
TLC's Alabama. It was right in front of them the whole time. They didn't need money. They didn't need fame. They just needed each other. People on Twitter are very mad at their queer baiting. That is apparently disrespectful.
Anytime someone starts with any people on Twitter, I don't care. They're mad at their queer baiting. Shut up. Just stop. I don't care about Twitter. A bunch of losers.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a gay person or a queer person. It seems extremely cringe, to be honest, mainly because of them being brothers. That's the bizarre part for me. Twitter is essentially designed now to push people's OnlyFans, which I have nothing against, by the way. I think if you have the opportunity to do something like that, and
wait, what is it for? Hold on. I think I have an old Twitter account.
You're fine with the
Let me go check on
potential repercussions that are existing that are existent in any business venture, then you should definitely do it. I will be doing it very soon. Just kidding. Just kidding. Their stuff started off as solo and really weird stuff, but then it got really weird. It was like this individual.
So What's Your Della says, Mama is a saint. I can barely take 2 to 3 hours a day, a few times a week of you. Yeah, but then yet you're still here. And every time I leave, you go, oh, why are you leaving so soon? You watch my live streams and then every single segment I post. What are you talking about? Get out of here.
And then it kind of went like this, if that makes sense, or more like this, right?
Whoa, talking about peepees?
Like this kind of. If that makes sense, does that make sense to you guys? The Island Boys right here, like this. It's very bizarre.
Oh.
Very, 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 very bizarre. I do not like it at all, and it's really creepy and weird. But
incredible.
by the way, trying to include in the video as much as I possibly can, without getting a strike, I guess. I don't even know, dude. But the Island Boys are at it again, and there is some really bizarre content that they're making on their Twitters. I wouldn't recommend going and seeing it. I think it's illegal. I think it's actually illegal. And if they weren't in America, there's some countries in which they'd just be publicly executed. And
I don't think that incest is illegal. I think having a baby with that person is illegal, right?
I'm sure throngs of people would be quite excited to see that. Somehow it gets even worse.
I love that
Remember
donation.
Pokey, the manager from earlier.
Jesus Christ,
I love
super
this.
chatted $2. Brothers by chance, lovers by choice.
It's true. That has the same energy as Born to Poop, Forced to Wipe, you know?
We care a lot about. He claims to have walked in on them really going at it aggressively.
Well, then I feel like he owes them for the free show. Am I right?
I guess you could say that's a good phrase to use. That's a little bit family friendly.
You enjoying the
Going at
show?
it quite aggressively.
No, like I literally I was in the house living with them full time. I was like their daddy.
Yeah.
I'm an
And I was, like, knocking
island
on the door,
guy,
I'm like,
and I
"Yo,
like
open up the door." Like, nah, bro, like you can't open the door. So I
touch
opened the
my
door with a
brother.
credit card. I got in the room and they was in the bathroom, bro.
Whoa.
And the door was like, I opened the door, bro. Like both their pants are down.
And that
That's
statement
a
on
little-
top of all the actual.
That's a little bit sussy, like a character from the popular hit video game. You know?
Video and like evidence.
wanna get
That's
some spell shield, actually.
bizarre. I really don't know. Why are they doing this though? That's what I want to know. Is it because of them? Are they extremely, irrevocably vain? Is that the problem? Do they just need money? Are they desperate? What, like, because they're not going to have careers.
You know, sometimes you just get that dog in you. Sometimes you're feeling that dog, and you're like, damn, I gotta get this dog out. I gotta get this dog out of me. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just not an excuse. Having that dog in you is just a bad excuse, man. It's just a bad excuse. It's just bad, you know?
Beyond this, this is the end. This is the end of their career.
This guy
This is the end of the
unkillable.
line.
What the
It's
fuck?
like the ethical dilemma. The one person on the train tracks or the 5 people on the train tracks. It's going to hit 5 people. You have to flip the lever and it'll go kill 1 person, but you're still responsible for the death of 1 person. It's either fail into obscurity or start this kind of OnlyFans. And then also very shortly after fail into obscurity.
I guess he
And no
wasn't
matter how
failed.
gross and unimaginable this seems to a normal person like me or you, this is very normal for them. It's
Am I just desensitized? Because I just don't. I mean, like, it's not right. They shouldn't be doing it. I just don't care. Like, I'm like, oh, no, they're doing, like, whatever. Maybe I'm just so internet brain. I was like, whatever, dude. It is what it is. Like, kind of gross, but hey. Also kind of based. No, I'm not thinking that, of course. But it's just like, I'm not shocked or offended by, like, anything nowadays.
seems.
I gotta save my healer.
Really, really, really fucking weird. So did it work? Kind of.
Oh, I just
They're-
almost sold my
they're
healer.
sort of, they're sort of coming. I mean, I made a video on them, so it worked a little bit, I guess. I would stick to the cameo though, personally. Also, I saw a TikTok live the other day, and it looked like they were both off the perk. To be honest, it was pretty sad. So I'm not really. They have an atrocious reputation at this point. It's the downfall is inevitable, and you can judge that by all the comments on all their stuff. It is inspiring to see children
How'd
with
I miss
conditions
that?
still being able to enjoy life. rough, dude. We staying in the hood with this one. Damn, this shit straight gas without the G. Come on, man.
Gas?
Osama bin Laden, what are you talking about? That's so rude, but true. Pretty much the entire internet has been praying for the downfall of the Island Boys from the very beginning, and now they're getting
hater.
from every side. Even one of the most accepting sides, the LGBTQ side, the June side, we'll call it. Like, to get hate from those folk on Twitter. Come on, man. Whenever the
Listen, LGBTQ people are fantastic. Personally, I don't know if I would say that the Twitter people version may not be the most accepting. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I'm just saying. I mean, that's a little different. Gay people I found in my life are very good accepting people. Certainly more so than any other group. Twitter, I don't know. That's a bold claim. You know, but you know what? God bless. Of course. I sneezed.
The spotlight goes on someone, more stuff always comes out. Apparently they treat their staff poorly. They flex the money they don't have. They rent pretty much everything that they show off in their videos. That all makes perfect sense. And also treating their staff horribly. Look at them, bro. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't think I've ever seen two more surface level disrespectful looking people in my fucking life. They're just total fakes, man. And they have a lot of really, really, really shitty tattoos. If we dig deeper past just the surface level OF Alabama stuff, Kodiak Red was also accused by his... Sorry, I almost threw up a little bit. Accused by his girlfriend in early 2022 of domestic abuse, saying that he regularly beat her. I don't know if that's true. That is an allegation. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully she's doing fine. A few months later, he was also accused of battery by hitting the girlfriend of his brother, Alex. So more women beating, which is bad. Don't do that. That's horrible. Makes sense, to be honest. But wait, it's actually not just allegations. A month ago, he got arrested and put in jail for slapping his new girlfriend and then throwing her on the ground and slamming her jaw into the concrete. Throwing her into a pool and slamming her jaw.
Sounds like these might be a little more than allegations. They might have like a history of this particular behavior. Oh, get the fuck over here.
Concrete. Pretty bad. Went to jail. And the only reason that happened is because she brought up his abuse of the past, which is just, I mean, it makes perfect sense. Dude. And little Frankie just got out of jail recently, which is so funny. He's still posting on OF though. Still posting on OF. And no remorse, by the way. Just in case you're wondering, did he apologize? No remorse whatsoever. He's a hard ass. He's a hard ass who just got out of jail. And he refers to himself in the third person, which I love. Stop playing with red. Okay. I wonder why he's walking so funny. He just got out of jail. In conclusion, I'm nervous for the future. Thank you guys for watching.
Okay, interesting video. Crazy stuff.